Hello again. We have another Toyota in the shop. This time with the 4ZZ engine, 1.4 liter, and it's here because the known oil consumption and it needs a rebuild. This car is from 2001. It has its original engine, and as you can see, it has 4,3500 kilometers. It's quite some mileage, and it's kind of acceptable to use some oil. Even 1 liter every 1000 miles, as the owner states. So, let's go find out what happened. First thing is to check the condition of the spark plugs and the compression of the cylinders, so we can have a better understanding the overall condition of the engine. Here is the spark plug of the first cylinder. It's heavily deposited. It's too much of it. I wonder how this engine started and running. And the second is a little better, but not good at all. In fact, all the spark plugs are in the same condition, give or take. And I don't know how this engine even started with so much deposits on the spark plug. Also, if we see the body of the spark plug, we can tell that these spark plugs have not too much miles on them. They must have been changed not long ago. So the next step is to check the compression of the cylinders. The first cylinder, as we can see, it builds around 10 psi, 10 bar of cylinder pressure, which is the minimum that Toyota states in the manual. The minimum compression, it is accepted. The second cylinder, let's see. As we can see, it also struggles to build compression. It's not normal. The second cylinder has a value below 10 bar, so it's not accepted. But even the first cylinder, which has around 10 bar, it's not good enough. For the third cylinder, it struggles too much to build 10 bar, as we can see. And let's see the fourth. Almost 10 bar, but struggling too much to build. So the engine is pulled out from the car, is on the stand and ready to be dismantled. The belt is in quite good condition. Means that it also was replaced recently. The belt tensioner is totaled, as you can see. The upper bushing is missing, it's entirely gone. But the other pulleys seems quite good condition. Given the belt tensioner's condition, someone could say that it should make quite some noise, but it was entirely silent. Now let's free this block of the peripherals, where we will dismount the alternator, the AC compressor and the power steering pump, also the engine brackets and all the other parts. Now it's the exhaust manifold's turn to leave the assembly. And as you can see, it's not a conventional manifold, it's a tubular manifold, or a header as they are called. It flows significantly better than the cast iron one. These engines, coolant pipes and radiator and all the parts of the coolant system are in great shape. It's not often to see an engine with such mileage and with a coolant system in this condition. In fact, this engine may be the exception. Same thing with the water pump. Of course it could have been changed, but still in great condition. Now let's see the Valvetrain. Of course it's a little varnished from the oil, but it's overall in good condition. In fact, it's in very good condition given the mileage. This varnish is nothing important. Now let's take the cam chain cover off. First the chain tensioner off and all the others next. As I said before, the engine is in quite good condition. Here is another proof of it. The yellowish varnish is not something we should mention. Also the cam chain between the camshaft pulleys is tight. The chain rails have a visible wear on them. You can tell there are some grooves on them from the chain motion. These engine tappets are mechanical, not hydraulic. It doesn't even have a metal plate over the top. It's one size only. Every one of them is a specific height. Now we're ready to loosen the head bolts. They need a special tool. It's a M12. Well, the head gasket of this engine, as you can see, is in great condition. I can't believe it's in this condition. I even called the owner and asked him if the engine was had replaced the head gasket. He said no. And I can't believe it. So much mileage and this head gasket is in this condition. Even I can't believe it. The cylinder bores are in acceptable again for the mileage. It's not something terrible. Obviously these vertical marks are not expected. Of course, the cylinder head is the part of the engine that it's in the worst condition. As you can see, the oil deposits on the valves are too much, especially on second and fourth cylinder. Of course, it will go to the machine shop. All these will be checked, cleaned, and everything will be good as new. You can see here that I turned the crankshaft with my bare hand without even the pulley on. That's because the piston rings have barely any tension left in them, so they move freely. To unscrew the crankshaft carrier part of the block, there is a hidden bolt underneath the oil filter, so you can unscrew with an Allen key the oil filter threads, and under the adapter is this hidden bolt. I've said it so many times in this video, but every part of this engine except the pistons, we will see them later. Every other part is in great condition. We see the crankshaft bearings are in perfect condition, especially for this mileage. Okay, the bores have quite some wear on them. The machine shop will measure the exact amount of wear. You can see the marks from the piston movement, but again, the mileage is quite high. The crankshaft carrier cap bearings are also in good condition. Maybe the first one has a little scratch on it, but nothing special, as you can see. The crankshaft itself, the journals are great. I'm sure it will not need anything more than a polish. The cylinder head needs a very good cleaning in the ultrasonic bath. You will see it in the next video of the engine assembly. How will it be? And now the real problem of this engine. Unlike the 1ER engine we have seen in a previous video, the 1ZZ engine has another oil controller in design, so it's not prone to clogging when you don't change the oil too soon. That's why this engine lasted so much miles. But in this case, you can see that the oil deposits below the oil ring are too much. That's because the oil rings has been stuck in the groove and don't scrape the oil. They let it bypass the oil ring and move upwards to the combustion chamber. Here in the piston crown we see some pinch marks, like something fell in the combustion chamber and was hit by the pistons. That's not the case. These marks are from detonation. Detonation caused by the oil consumption, and it's only in these areas of the piston that is on the squish area of the combustion chamber. In this area, the pressures built up are very sudden and very high. That's why the excessive oil which is present in the combustion chamber causes detonation, and these marks are from detonation. So that was all the disassembly. In another video we will see this engine put together again with new parts, so stay tuned. If you like this video, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.